In Canberra, we're fortunate to have access to the Australian National University's world-class research facilities and brilliant researchers. You've all gathered by now, if you hadn't known before, that Professor Leonie Quinn is one of them. She's a renowned scientist in the field of cancer research with a deep focus on brain cancer and its devastating impact both on patients and families. Leonie sits on the ABCF's Medical Advisory Committee. I'm only new to the foundation, but I already appreciate that she has been invaluable in establishing the ABCF, guiding its aims and objectives, and working with Milena to recruit and secure the other laudable members of her advisory committee. Professor Quinn.
Thank you so much, Beth, and for being our amazing patron. We're really just so happy. I'm a little bit emotional myself, but I have been given the word that I need to do a sort of Gettysburg address approach here because we're a little behind time. So off we go. First of all, Milena, we all know how amazing Milena is. This is because of you. You might say it takes a village, but it takes the mayor of the village to bring everyone together. I first met Milena, is it 2.5 years ago, through Amanda Pinton, and I would not have dreamed that we would be here today. This is amazing. Congratulations, Milena. And thank you to all of the board. You're incredible. Giving your time pro bono to enable this incredible endeavour. So thank you. Of course, I'm very privileged to be at the ANU and have such great support from our Dean, Professor Russell Gruen, Deputy Dean, Professor Ross Hannon. He may have had to leave. Oh, there he is over there. Thank you. I'd also like to particularly thank my director, Professor Elizabeth Gardner. Thank you, Liz. All have been incredibly supportive of the endeavours that we are working towards as part of the foundation and, of course, of the research. You've heard, and thank you to our ministers for coming today. I'm going to rush on though, because the question that you would ask might be, why should we be investing in brain cancer? We still don't have a cure. Why is that? We know that we've improved outcomes for certain cancer types through lots of intensive study. We've increased survival for breast cancer patients, prostate, colon. What are we doing wrong with the brain? And I guess that question then comes to, what would we do better? What would my group do better? What would we as a collaborative with clinicians and multidiscipline approach, what would we do better? Well, you can see the amazing team here. These are the individuals. Look at all those incredible minds. All those minds are coming together thinking about this problem, and that's actually what we need to do. We know that we all need to think as a collective brain, pardon the pun, to solve this puzzle, and we need to take different approaches. And I think that's where I always see myself as someone who's sort of come in as an outsider into the brain cancer field. I think about things quite differently. My training is as a molecular geneticist. I'm always thinking about how things develop normally, how a brain actually becomes a brain. And I think we need to understand that. No, we do need to understand that, how a brain is formed normally, those normal developmental processes, if we're ever going to understand brain cancer. Because brain cancer is those complex processes and some. So that's what our team does. And we're really fortunate, and it's very timely. When I met Milena, we were just coming together as a multidisciplinary collaborative. We call ourselves the Canberra Brain Cancer Collaborative. And you've seen the board. They've got to stand in the sun a little bit now and out of the limelight, which is something that researchers and clinicians like to do. We don't like to tend to stand out and be noticed. But we have everyone thinking from every perspective about brain cancer. And that's how we'll get there, having people working together as a team, thinking about the biggest problems. And really, through our work, understanding the complexity of the human brain. So what else? I don't need to go through all of this. You know that this is important. You know that there are people receiving a brain cancer diagnosis every day that have dismal outcomes. We need to do better. And I think by supporting our research, you'll not only enable us to devote a lot of time, and of course we need money. What's the saying? Discoveries need dollars, to invest in this team with the incredible infrastructure. Some of you may have seen the drug discovery unit as you walk by, or may have had a tour if you're lucky. There's more tours happening after. So that enables us to screen thousands and thousands of drugs, to pick up those drugs that work on each patient's brain cancer. That's the key. The genetics of brain cancer is complicated, and every individual's brain cancer is different. That's what we aim to do, understand everybody's brain cancer as an individual. I think I don't need to talk more. If you want to know more, I'm always happy to chat, usually in the corner, not on a podium. So thank you all very much.